Hello, everybody. How are you today? I hope you are well. Today's story is a Mickey Mouse story from 5-Minute Mickey Mouse Stories. Today's story is entitled A Day at the Park. Have you ever been to a park? Sure you have. When we go outside for recess, that's considered a park. It has playground equipment and you can climb. But right now it seems like we can't go outside. But I believe someday we will go back outside. Hopefully really soon. One sunny afternoon, Mickey and his nephews headed to Wonder World, the best amusement park around. Let me see, can you think of an amusement park? Let's see, there's Disney World, Disneyland, Six Flags, Adventure World. Let me see, there's some big place around here. King's Dominion. I've never been there, but I've heard it's awesome. For weeks, Morty and Ferdy had been begging their uncle to take them. "Here it is, boys," said Mickey. "Are you ready for a day full of rides and games?" "Yes," the boys shouted together. They could hardly wait to get through the gate. Wow, it looks like a roller coaster in the background. "Wait until you try out the bumper cars," Mickey said. "I love the bumper cars. They're my favorite." As they walked into the park, oh, look, he said, "They're my favorite ride here." "Mine too." "Now come on, what should we do first?" I'm going right to the teacups," said Ferdy excitedly. "I'm going right to the swings." I didn't know they had swings at the amusement park. Morty said, jumping up and down. Mickey laughed. "Well, we can't do two things at the same time, so let's..." But Morty and Ferdy weren't listening. The two ran off in opposite directions. That means if we're all going straight, they ran in opposite directions. They went like this. How in the world will Mickey keep up with them? "Boys, boys, come back," Mickey yelled after them, but the boys were already too far away to hear him. That's also not safe, because your parents can't keep you safe if you're off somewhere else and they're in one spot. Stay with your parents. Mickey ran after Morty, but his nephew was already out of sight. Where could he have gone? What had he said he wanted to do first? Oh yeah, the swings. Mickey said, running toward the ride. Mickey cranked his neck, trying to see if Morty was on the ride. That means he was trying to look. Is he on the swing? I think he is. It was way above his head, going round and round. All he could see were feet. He watched for a few minutes, but he didn't think he saw his nephew. I guess I'll go look for Ferdy, Mickey thought. Here he is. There's the swings. You can't tell if his nephew is on it. High above Mickey's head, Morty cried out in delight. He had been thinking about the swings all morning. He loved soaring over the people in the park, his feet dangling above their heads. Suddenly, Morty spotted his Uncle Mickey. "Hey, Uncle Mickey!" he shouted. But he was too far up for his uncle to hear him. So yes, he did go and get on the swing. As Mickey ran to the other side of the park, he tried to remember what Ferdy had wanted to do. Then he spotted it. The teacups. Mickey watched as the giant cups spin round and around. He looked into each cup as it passed by him. He didn't see Ferdy anywhere. And just watching the ride was making Mickey dizzy. He decided to try another direction. Where should I look next, he thought. Inside a teacup, Ferdy grabbed the wheel in the middle. He pulled hard to spin himself around faster and faster. Whoosh went the wind across his face as he whipped around. Ferdy laughed. He wished Morty and Uncle Mickey were there to join in the fun. No, I'm not going to get anything that's going to go around and around. Probably make me sick to my stomach. No, won't be getting on that. Mickey was starting to get worried. Where could his nephews be? He looked everywhere, but he couldn't find the boys. They weren't on the Ferris wheel. They weren't on the roller coaster. They weren't riding the carousel. They weren't even playing any games. What do you think he should do? Finally, Mickey stumbled on a huge crowd of people. What's going on? He wondered. He peeked through the people and saw a parade winding down the path. There were floats, a marching band, dancers, even clowns. Morty and Freddie would never miss this, he thought. He began to search for them in the crowd, but the boys were nowhere to be found. Mickey calmly sat on a bench, oh my, and watched people walking by. Suddenly, he heard someone calling his name. Uncle Mickey! Morty and Freddie, loaded down with snacks, ran up to Mickey. We've been looking for you everywhere, said Morty. Where were you? Mickey jumped up and pulled the boys into a huge hug. You were looking for me, he said. I looked for you all over the park. They got a lot of junk food. Think they'll share? We're sorry, said Ferdy. We were just so excited to try all the rides, said Morty. We've done just about everything. I was hoping we'd explore the park together, said Mickey. That's part of the fun of coming here. Sorry, Uncle Mickey, the boy said. Then they looked at each other and smiled. We did save the best part for you, though, said Morty. What do you suppose could be the best part? Eating. Crash! Mickey's bumper car bounced off Ferdy's and straight into Morty. I'll get you for that, yelled Morty, staring back toward his uncle. Mickey drove his car out of the way, causing Morty to bump into Ferdy instead. All three of them laughed. You were right, Uncle Mickey, said Ferdy. Yep. It's way more fun to do this together, agreed Morty. Mickey smiled and drove his car right into his nephew's cars. Bonk! What'd I tell you? Bumper cars are the best. And that is the end of our story for today. I hope you enjoyed your story. Stay safe, listen to your parents, wash your hands, and if you do go out, please wear a mask. Bye now. Till next time.